Hello everybody, in this video we're going to go through Faendar's abilities from the closed beta test. Faendar is the Archdruid archetype. He is a supportive role, and being an Archdruid, he's not the shape-shifting druid. That's a different character that what's not in the beta, but he is like the caster version of the druid archetype there. So he's going to use a lot of like thorns and roots and slows, as well as some healing support at the end here. So do keep in mind that these abilities are from the closed beta test. They are subject to change, especially since he is a support role. They are looking heavily at the support and defensive roles, probably just kind of changing up the order in which you get the skills, and perhaps adding some other capabilities to those as well. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and jump right into his abilities here. For his movement ability, it's owl form. He's going to shapeshift into a majestic owl for 1.5 seconds and get a damage reduction and speed bonus. The first orb is going to give it 2 charges but increase the cooldown. The next orb is going to give him a shield and a movement speed bonus there. The next orb is going to give him an attack increase and movement speed on perfect timing. And the last orb is going to give him a shield and movement speed on perfect timing. And then right along to his basic attack, he's going to deal some single target damage, and then the first orb is going to increase the cast speed by 10%, and the second orb is going to increase it by 25%, just like the standard basic attacks here. And for his next skill, it's going to be Vine Grasp. He conjures some spiky vines in front of him that advance forward and deal damage. They also root enemies for 1 second as well. The first orb on this is going to add a charge to it. That's going to increase the damage if he holds for 2 seconds. And then the next orb is going to reduce the required hold time down to 1.2 seconds for the damage peak there. His next ability is Deadly Thorns. He's going to conjure a field of spiky thorns that deal damage to all enemies in an area instantly and over time. It also reduces the movement speed as well. He can hold it to aim. And then the first orb is going to increase the field there, so it's a larger area. And the second orb is going to make it to where he deals a little bit more damage there and also roots them for up to 3 seconds as well. And then his next ability is Nature's Call. This is going to use the power of nature to summon some treants to fight for him. Each treant deals damage with every strike, and if he has a target, they're summoned in front of the target instead. He can hold to aim this ability, and the first orb on this is going to make it to where the treants start as a wall. He can place the wall, and then when that wall is destroyed, they turn into the treants and fight afterwards. And then the next ability here is going to change it from being 3 treants to being 1 ent. That ent is going to smash the area and reduce the attack of the enemies caught in its area by 25% for 4 seconds as well. So it's a nice way of doing some damage reduction from the enemies, and it's also going to kind of deal some AoE damage there as well. These treants were kind of annoying in the beta. They had some body blocking issues to where, especially when you had the 3 treants there, the melee were getting annoyed because they couldn't move around. So the developers are looking at body blocking in combat. They know it's an issue. They don't know exactly how they're going to solve it. They've said that they might just turn off body blocking for party members, so that if you're in a party, you can walk through each other. I'm not sure how much I like that or dislike it, because sometimes body blocking can be a strategic thing. But we'll have to see what they kind of finally go with there. I know it is an issue, especially with like treants and stuff like this, and especially once it gets into like the larger 10-player content and group PvP and things like that. It would definitely become an issue at that point. So something probably does need to be done with it. But with that being an issue, they know it's there, and they are working on a resolution for that. And then getting into his ultimate ability here, it's going to be his support ability, Helefir Blessing. Drawing upon his deep communion with nature, he calls forth the power of Helefir, healing all allies in a vast area around him, and this restorative force rejuvenates his comrades over 5 seconds. So it is a gradual heal. It's not a big burst heal like a Zugladius. It heals over time. It's also based on where Faendar is. So if you're not near him, you're not going to get healed. So kind of with Thomas's ability, he can move while he's doing this. So you can move along with him. So it is useful in those kind of situations, but you do need to make sure you're nearby and that it's not a big burst heal, so it isn't as strong as like Zugladius, for example, where it's a burst heal there. So I not sure how much, if this was like a weaker heal as well, because when I was doing the Caladrax fight in here that you see in the B-roll, whenever he was using this healing ability, it didn't seem to be really bringing us back up too much. It would heal us a little bit. Maybe it's that I was not close enough near him. It might just be that the numbers need to be tweaked a little bit as well, or maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. But overall did feel a little bit weak in my opinion. But that's going to wrap up his toolkit here. As for my thoughts on Faendar, I think he is a strong support when it comes to things like slowing down enemies, rooting enemies. He's got a lot of supportive abilities with like the treants. They can kind of draw some attention. With the wall, he can place down with those as well. With the end, that kind of reduces the damage that the monsters do. There's a lot of utility there. But again, I feel like his heal was kind of weak. It might just be that this particular Faendar might have been a little bit underleveled. I think he was. I think it was just above 1,000 power. So he's about 200 power below what he needed to be in this fight. But overall, just felt a little weak. It could also be that I wasn't close to him. Close enough to him. I don't know if it like diminishes over the distance or how that all works there. But if you played Faendar, let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear how he felt. I did not get a chance to play him myself. I did want to, because I do love playing Druid archetypes. I just did not get around to playing him in the 3 days that it was open there, because I really only had 2 days to play the game. But yeah, let me know what you think down below if you played him. Did he feel good to play? Was he kind of clunky with the treants and the ends? Let me know. But that's going to wrap it up for this video here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.